Remember Ashton Hall? His life is ruined now. I honestly feel kind of bad for Ashton Hall, where people are kind of like clowning him now. I feel like he didn't do anything necessarily to deserve the hate. He was just on a winning streak until he lost that race to Speed. His name is Speed, bro. His name is I Show Speed, and you raced him and you lost, and you couldn't accept your failure. You just couldn't accept your failure. You know what I'm saying? You got to just let it go. Just let it go, brother. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I feel like Ashton Hall, he never really did anything to deserve hatred. However, I can say, when you blow up too fast, that this is what happens. And when you have nothing to stand behind except the gimmick, this is what happens. And like a lot of people, they are able to build fan bases slow and steadily over the course of years. But if you get it too quick, these people don't have a real reason to hold on to you. But let's get into the video and let's see what's going on with Ashton Hall, man.
He gained roughly 20 million followers in a matter of months, but now can't go a day without losing thousands.
I mean, did he script this? Like,
I feel that though. Like, it happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you on a streak up, you gotta go down also. That's just life. You gotta go up and down, up and down, up and down. That's just what life is. You know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't know, this channel was originally my music channel. You know what I'm saying? And I switched it over to reactions. And I'm not gonna lie, for the first however long, negative. I was deep in the negative. You know what I'm saying? And I just had to keep fighting through it until all the people that was gonna leave, for the most part, left. You know what I'm saying? And then now it's starting to go on a upwards trend. But sometimes there's growing pains, bro. Sometimes you gotta break something to fix something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully I want to see Ashton Hall win. I feel like he didn't do anything diabolical. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we getting into the video. Maybe he did that I just don't know about type shit.
How was he able to lie so quickly on command?
The billions of views on his over-the-top morning routines have simply vanished, and lately, people have been treating him as nothing more than a walking joke.
When he made that video on me, bro, I was like literally so heated. I was high. I was like, how could anyone even do this to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, just feeling like a victim, like crazy. Like, I was like, dude, should I sue this man? Like, all this other crazy stuff.
His signature line, "You can reinvent your entire life in 1 year," now comes with an $8,000 price tag, and somehow this isn't even the worst thing he's being called out for.
He has no money whatsoever, he's poor, and so he has to continue to go on podcasts to try to prove to the world that he's 100% natural.
I'm in Dart, and as always, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Not long ago, Ashton Hall looked like a self-made success story.
On top of
after his lifelong dream to make it to the NFL was...
Damn. 0 touchdowns, brother. He's 5'11". He's a decent height. He's not. I thought he looked shorter, but he looks shorter because he looks like a pit bull, so he looks like condensed. 5'11", swole ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's a solid nigga right there. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Crushed. He reinvented himself as a devout Christian and a fitness coach. He lived by this one simple message: nothing good happens after 8 p.m. Get to bed early, wake up early, pray, lift, repeat, and of course, he backed it up. He started posting daily workout clips to his Instagram, which was the beginning of his own online fitness journey, and for a while, it worked. He would post his shoulder workout, then his ab workout, followed by chest, legs, back, and repeat. Through years of posting these videos to every platform you can think of, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and even Facebook.
Sheesh, I didn't know he was posting every single day for years. This shit was not random. This shit was not random at all. Shout out to bro. Why no, our niggas mad at him. Nigga grinded. Anyway.
Look, it was no surprise that the message of discipline and self-improvement gained traction. But by the beginning of 2025, he wasn't just a niche fitness guy anymore. This was the time when his entire brand blew up. He hit 1 million followers as people were drawn to the promise of a body transformation as possible as Ashton's. 2 million followers seemed to come quicker than the last. The mentality this guy had about changing your life started going viral. Fast forward only a couple months later, he'd find himself celebrating 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 million with practically no other videos in between. He started averaging over 100 million views on his immensely early morning routines, with some even pushing over double. The format was simple. Wake up at 4 AM, hit a few push-ups at 4:20, by 4:40 he was journaling, watching motivational videos at 5, ice bowl the face around 6, sauna roughly 30 minutes later, then get changed and ready for a run at 7:30. Be back home by 8:30, banana peel the face at 8:40, look at how successful he is for the next 40 minutes, a quick ice bowl again, and it's time to start his working day. At first glance, there's seemingly nothing wrong with this. It's productive and gets a lot done before the sun rises. However, as many people pointed out, the very problem is, what does he do for a living? Behind the carefully crafted videos and motivational speeches he brang, there was something a whole lot darker. A coaching business built on big promises. The promises that you will get fit, get rich, and ultimately transform your life just like Ashton did. If you're keen on this course, the cheapest one you can buy is the Train With Me Gold for $3,300.
That's a lot of money, I'm not gonna lie. If he had some cheaper versions, I feel like people wouldn't be mad at him. But $3,300, and he probably went up in price. He probably was making good money from before training people. And usually when people train people, it's usually not them training you. It's usually they have a plan for everybody and shit like that, or they have employees and shit that responds to messages and gives you the, you know, the plans and shit like that. So it's not usually like them. But if it was like less than this, it would make sense. But what's 3,300 divided by 12? 12-month program, 1 month free, so 11. So 3,300 divided by 11. It's $300 a month, which isn't the craziest thing in the world for, you know, training sessions for a year. You know what I'm saying? If we take off the 11 and put 12, because you'd get 1 month free, $275 a month. I don't know. Like it's not the worst in the world, but like $275 a month. If it said $275 a month, that would be a whole different scenario, though. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be this huge price tag. But anyway, I think he's trying to get people locked in for a long time frame so that he could just make as much money as possible. But I don't know.
You'll receive your own workout plan.
And then also on top of that, if people, let's say you said it was $200 a month for the program, like you would have a lot of people that come in there for the first month and then drop out after that. So you wouldn't really have a lot of people that really make it through, and there'll probably be a lot of people complaining about the overall plan or the overall training and things of that nature. But yeah, bro, I don't know. Okay.
Demonstration videos, a meal plan, and a few other things. However, if you're willing...
It is bullshit, though. Like, for this, workout plan tailored to you, demonstration videos, meal plan, like, this is a whole lot of bullshit, if we're gonna be honest with ourselves. But it isn't, you know, immoral. At the end of the day, you know, there are some people probably that need this plan. They need to spend $3,300 so that they can actually follow through with the overall plan at the end of the day, you know. And that's just some people. It's just what it is. So it isn't like, you know, it's immoral what he's doing. Niggas sign up for it. He gives them the plan. He gives them the demonstration videos. He gives them the meal plan as well. If you don't follow the meal plan or the nutrition guidance, that's on you, brother. You know what I'm saying? But type shit. You could probably also get all this shit from ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? But also, then again, I tried to use ChatGPT to make my PC run faster. I blew my shit up. So who the fuck knows, honestly? Type shit.
To buy the Train With Me Diamond for $5,500, you'll get an extra 1 Zoom call bi-weekly. But if that still isn't as often as you'd like, the Train With Me Platinum for $8,250 might be your go-to, as you instead will get one Zoom call every week. On a Reddit post titled, "What are your opinions on Ashton Hall?" people seem to think his lifestyle is just for views and is fake. If he...
Obviously, bro. Like, I don't know what we're thinking here. And I don't want to sound like I'm just, defending the nigga. But those fucking morning routine videos are literally for the videos. If you think this nigga on a daily basis wakes up and puts fucking a fucking Fiji water inside of a bowl and dips his face inside of it for the fucking fun of it, and then pops open a banana peel, doesn't eat the banana, just throws a fucking banana away, and then fucking wipes it on his face in the morning, you got life fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You live in a crazier life than him. You know what I'm saying? Because you just believe anything. So obviously his shit is fake for the views. It's like, it's obviously like satire. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that this is exactly what he does every fucking morning. If he's not recording, he's not doing that shit. I can almost guarantee it. So obviously it's for the views. You know what I'm saying? Because I could also imagine that he knew that this wouldn't last forever. And whenever he was milking it, it's like, I need to milk this to the max because, I'm making the most money I ever made. I'm doing all this. Like, trainers make good money. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he did have bread. Maybe he wasn't as rich as people thought he was, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had money, just training people. Like, and having a team that helps to train them and shit like that.
Actually...
But yeah, type shit.
Does live like that, it would be surprising since he seems to just be a fitness influencer and not making 6 to 7 figures in finance, tech, etc., with the fitness part being a side hustle. Maybe...
And not like, he could live his lifestyle that he's showing on the internet with making 6 figures a year. I think if he made 6 figures a year, even low 6 figures a year, bro could make $200K a year, maybe even less. Yeah, he could make like $200K a year and still have the fucking G-Wagon, still have, people to record him, still have a nice house, like, still have a fucking Rolex. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they expect the nigga to be. They expect the nigga to be making $5 million a year before his blow up. No, I don't think so, bro. I think he was living good. He was living good and, responsibly. And I think that's why he was able to keep up with that lifestyle and show the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he fucking faked it to the maximum and rented out a fucking Airbnb for a day and recorded 15 days in a row of morning routines in that same Airbnb, and then also rented out a fucking G-Wagon and record 15 fucking morning routines with the G-Wagon all in one day, and now you have 15 days worth of posting without the actual shit, which is okay too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he isn't telling people, buy my shit and you're gonna be this. You're gonna have the G-Wagon in the house and all this shit. He's selling the fitness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know if he's natty though. That's different, I don't know about that.
That actually is his life. And if it is, the morning routine is probably an exaggeration. Like, who dunks their face in sparkling water every day? And it seems like they weren't alone, as dozens of comments went on to agree. I literally just stumbled across a short of his, then went and scrolled back through more, and by the end, all I could derive from what I saw is the face dunk, banana and honey, and expensive indulgence with no real clear picture of what he's got to say. He doesn't just lack substance, I found a zero substance. After 10 minutes of watching, I literally had to Google who the f is Ashton Hall, which led me exactly here. Watching my dog eat grass is more interesting than this guy. For the people that actually bought his course, many of the clients said that they didn't get at all what they ordered.
At first, it was pretty solid. There wasn't many people. We actually got some help from Ashton, right? And it was cool. After Ash went viral, things went downhill really fast. It was very clear to me that going viral scaled his business way too fast, past what the funnel and system was capable of handling, but instead of stepping back, working on the back end, they flooded the front end like crazy and left everyone in the back end out to dry, not fulfilling any services while continuing to collect more money.
Okay. That is huge. You know what I'm saying? If he would have
Explain.
I'm not accepting any more people because I need to build the infrastructure. It would make more sense. But for him to go through all this and then just start fucking over everybody, that's huge. All right. I see where we're going now. You know what I'm saying? It took a little second, but I see where we're going now. Okay.
That the $10,000 one-on-one calls turned into 80 plus people just watching him, and that 9 times out of 10, it wasn't even him. It was just some random girls pretending like they knew anything.
Group calls turned into 80 plus people watching Ash when he showed up for calls, but 90% of the time, his babysitters who are random girls with 2K followers who have zero, who never grown a brand or scale a fitness business. That's how it is in this industry. People prey on other people because they have the look, they look like they know what they're doing. They only have to do in this industry to fool people is just look better than them. That's it. That's literally it.
The custom-made workouts were generic PDFs sent to everyone, no meaningful support, and no actual contact with Ashton himself. He briefly mentioned creating his own app with live workouts. However, it took over 15 minutes just to find it, probably because it only has 2 reviews and looks like every other generic workout app ever made. When loading in, I was instantly forced to give him my email, which I'm now suspecting I'll receive spam from this for the rest of my life. And then I was hit with a $30 per month paywall before I could even go any further. As Ashton Hall clearly has prominent muscles and a well-defined physique, it was pretty obvious that he was taking enhancements to boost himself. However, for some reason, he would go around telling everyone that he was natural.
You know, I would claim natty. I would tell people I'm natural. I wouldn't be shy to say it.
People estimated his muscle to height ratio to be well into the enhancement likely zone.
You know, what I care about most is height to weight to body fat percentage. 219 pounds here. The Asian height guy has him at 5'10". We'll be generous and give him a body fat of 14, just because I don't want people saying that I underestimated his body fat, and that very conservative estimate would give us an FFMI of over 27, which is possible naturally, but would make him like the elite of the elite in terms of bodybuilders. And if we bring his body fat to 12% or below, now he's getting up over 28. I don't make the final call, but it would be pretty ridiculous if he was natural.
Claiming the reason he said it was to help younger kids believe you can get that physique by being completely natural.
And I would say it because I would be telling the kids, or I would be telling the guys like, yo, you don't have to hop on to get in shape. But it never bothered me. I was never pissed off about it. I don't want people to think that what I'm doing is normal.
But the community didn't like this one bit. Many said, if you're built like that and claim you're natural, with such a random routine and a business model around it, you're doing a disservice to impressionable young people. Back on Reddit, the conversation continued.
Yeah, that is something that I watched plenty of videos about, you know, the male beauty standard. Not necessarily beauty, but like, you know, you see fucking Thor and you see all these people, you see The Rock, you know, niggas big as shit, swole as shit, you know what I'm saying? And people, like, you're never going to reach that point naturally. And if you do, you're like next level in fucking sane. You know what I mean? Like you're checking every calorie. It's not insane to do that. You know what I'm saying? That just means you're fucking very motivated and, you know, you have discipline, which is very respectable. But yeah, like it's extremely difficult to actually reach those peaks without taking steroids and doing all these things, or just having just being blessed genetically, you know. So a lot of times young men, you know, become sad or, you know, have body dysmorphia because of the fact that they can't reach these goals naturally because everyone's saying that it's natural when it's actually not. So I'm starting to understand where this video is going. You know, I guess the first was just like, you know, getting into him, but I can definitely understand how people are paying for all these things and then he's not, you know, doing what he said he was doing. And then on top of that, you know, also adding on to niggas' body dysmorphia by saying he's natural when he is nowhere even fucking close to natural, and making people think that that is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even me, you know, I've been working out for years. Look at my arm, boy. You see, this shirt used to fit me like not tight. This shirt used to be like loose. You know what I'm saying? My arm's getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? Got a little couple of ad now. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, bro, like you can reach your goals naturally, but you have to understand your own body. Like, I don't think I'm gonna look like The Rock. Fuck no. I don't want to look like The Rock. But it's like you just need to make yourself better rather than comparing yourself to other people. And that is the actual goal, you know? Be happy with yourself compared to your previous self. And that is what keeps you going and keeps you moving forward. But yeah, that natty shit, I hate that niggas be lying. Like, just tell the truth, bro. Tell the truth. You know, even fucking me, nigga, I don't take shit. At this moment, I was taking creatine. I ran out of creatine. I don't even take creatine no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, I used to take mass gainer a couple years ago when I was a similar size to as I am now, because I've been working out like consistently for probably like 7 months now, like getting back to like fucking damn near every day working out. And I feel like I'm the strongest I've ever been in my fucking life, but I'm not taking no mass gainer. I'm not taking no creatine. Like, you could do this shit. You know, I'm just fucking eating. And I probably don't even eat enough. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get swole, get big, work out hard as fuck every single day, or maybe six days a week. Work out hard as fuck. Make sure you run if you need to lose fat. And fucking take some mass gainer, my nigga, and fucking go dummy mode. That's all you gotta do. It's not easy. It is not easy. But you can do it, bro. And it's not to look like fucking this nigga Ashton Hall. It's to look like the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? Anyway.
That's the guy whose YouTube videos are all of him running. I don't know if he's obsessed seeing himself running on video. He looks great, but that ain't all natural. That guy is on something. Something more like just about everything. He takes several grams of several different compounds each week. My guy touches at least 6 needles on a weekly basis. Then the comparisons began. He's the black version of the Liver King, someone who sold a natty, ancestral lifestyle, all while hiding the truth. This one singular comparison is what completely shattered his credibility, as the Liver King is known for doing the exact same thing, only to a much worse extent. Then, for some reason, Ashton made a bold claim, easily admitting that he could beat IShowSpeed in a race. He's the most popular streamer ever, and quite literally as fast as an athlete. He's never lost a race to anyone that isn't the world's fastest man. This was Ashton's way to prove that all the grind, the discipline, the routine, it actually meant something. At first, people laughed it off, but Ashton doubled down. He kept on bragging about how confident he was.
You know what's crazy? If Ashton Hall didn't weigh fucking 210 pounds, he might have beat Speed. If he wasn't 210 pounds, built like a fucking ox, you know, like a fucking pit bull, he might have actually beat Speed. You know, he might have really been up there. Nigga might have really took the fuck off.
Was FaceTiming Speed, claiming he would win.
Listen, this is not going to be a good look for you, brother. I'm trying to put you on game.
Oh God. Okay.
You know you little bro. I'm trying to look out for you.
Bro, I promise you, I'ma smoke you. I promise you.
Naturally, Speed started getting angry at how cocky Ashton was on the phone. So when they hung up, this was his reaction.
Chat, this gonna be his last.
Listen,
this gonna be his last clip
I might
on
change
Instagram.
my entire brand. I'm gonna be known as
this
the
shit over with. Don't come for Big Speed.
I might even stop.
Demon. Who the you think you is, bro? I'ma dust your ass, boy.
What followed next was a disaster. On the stream, Speed demolished him. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but in 4 separate races. What made matters worse was that at the end of every race that he lost, Ashton would always come up with an excuse as to why he lost and they need to rematch. Something like slipping over or just barely losing.
Run it back here, Fraud. Right at a pothole, man. Let's get it. Go Fraud, bro. Let's get it. You with a pothole? Yeah. Okay, no more excuses. I can see I fell.
As soon as the full-length video was posted to Speed's YouTube, the internet had a field day. He lost all his aura in one video. Speed literally tried to warn him. Bro couldn't take an L, so he took 4. Ashton Hall wakes up at 3 AM just to get humiliated. The chat would start calling him Ashton Fraud, and even Kaisengat was frustrated with how many times he called for a redo.
Bro, you was watching the stream?
Hell yeah, you cooked that.
Bro,
You
hey,
cooked
bro. Hey, he don't get
Bro,
it.
you gotta stop. Bro, you have to stop giving a second chance. It's one race,
Bro, I gave
and that's it.
I gave him 4 tries, bro. 4 tries.
No.
4 tries and he still lost. No, he kept rage baiting me.
He kept raiding, bro.
He kept trying to get you angry, bro. That's how it goes.
And I got him.
But it went even deeper than just a race, as this was the moment where his whole brand, the discipline, the natural-born athlete, the unforgettable morning routine, got exposed for what many people saw it as: empty flexes. It started circulating online that Ashton was suing Speed for $10 million for simply beating him in the race, claiming that Ashton's poor performance not only cost him a much-coveted Nike endorsement, alleging that unfair interferences and distractions during the race directly resulted in the loss of his deal, where this one comment sums it up best: ego so hurt, he's suing. The whole thing fizzled out before anything actually happened, but it was already too late. It was the failing to accept his loss that destroyed his ego more than anything else. It decimated any trust he had left, his reputation in its entirety, and the respect from everybody online. Today, the clout is gone. The hype around him is completely dead. The morning routine videos feel soulless and only for the views, and every single comment section is filled with people making fun of him for the controversies that ended up totaling his career. Now that everyone is aware of the coaching business scam, it's highly likely that the vast majority of clients are out. He hasn't gained a single follower in over 5 months, and has actually gone on to lose over 50,000 in the last fortnight. It definitely doesn't fit the narrative of his story that reads 2026 will be bigger than last year, as he's resorted to now deleting many of his most successful videos. Therefore, it doesn't look like he's going to recover from this downfall anytime soon.
Shit.
The cringy tough guy takeover. Let's get right into this video, man.
Yeah, man. That's kind of tough. I get it, though, now. You know what I'm saying? I get the hate farming that niggas is doing. But it's still... The fake natty is crazy. And then also having so many people in your shit and not actually adding value to their lives is very nasty, nasty work. I feel like if you were actually adding value and helping these people, it would be a completely different story. And also you didn't lie about being natural. I feel like you didn't need to lie. Just be like, I'm not fucking natural. Or just be fucking natural. But then again, you probably, if you were natural, you probably wouldn't be to the extent that you are currently. So it's kind of, in between a rock and a hard place in that sense. But let me know what you guys think about this situation. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. And also, say that shit back, bro. Nobody ever said that shit back. I said that in my last video, like, y'all never say that shit back, bro. If you made it this far in a video, say it back, bro. You could just put ILY2, like the number 2. You know what I'm saying? So it's not sussy. It's not on no, it's not no pause shit. You know what I'm saying? But if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.